So today in class we are going to be reviewing complementary and supplementary angles. Again, something we spent a lot of time on last week, but just to make sure that we're reviewing this and doing okay for our quiz tomorrow. Okay, that gets me into our reminders for tomorrow. We will still have a quiz. It will be on Schoology, so please be prepared with that. Your homework assignment tonight will also be on Schoology, very similar to last night's. That will help to prepare you for your quiz. If you did it last night and you got some feedback and it was graded, that's great. I hope it will help you, again, in preparation for your quiz tomorrow. So let's begin by doing, again, just a real quick review of what even complementary and supplementary angles are. Again, last week I told you complementary, C. I want you to always think of C and corner, okay, starting with the same letter. So that way, again, complementary angles are going to add to 90 degrees. So again, two angles whose sum is 90. So for this example, the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 is equal to 90. And again, we can put it in some words. Sum of 90 degrees. Okay. So again, that would be our complementary angles. So whenever you see that, and we'll look at some word problems here in a minute, I want you to highlight that word and put, again, add to 90 or sum of 90. And that's really all that means. Okay, next one, again, supplementary. You can see from the example below those what that means. Supplementary, S, straight. So nice and straight line. And again, instead of adding to 90, these two angles will add to make a straight angle, which is, again, just a straight line, which, again, are going to add to 180. So for this specific example, the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2, add to 180. Again, in some words, these two angles always have a sum of 180 degrees. Okay, so just a real quick check for understanding. Again, you can do these right on your notes and follow along. Notice I want you to do two things for this. Number one, state what type of angles are being illustrated, or at least it looks like they are. And then to find the measure of x in the diagram as well. So the first one, we'll go ahead and take a look at again. You can see it is a straight line. So again, I'm going to go ahead and put in there that they are supplementary. Now, obviously, to do that, to find the measure of x, we're going to take 180, subtract 150. X would just be 30 degrees. Okay. Next one, again, notice same thing. Pretty visual, easy to see. They are supplementary. Okay, we'll go ahead and subtract 180, 135. My marker died on me. There you go. Equals 45 degrees. Fairly simple. Okay, next one, actually next couple, you can see both now, instead of adding to 180, are going to be complementary for both. Big difference, obviously, we're subtracting from 90 now. Okay, so the complement to that angle will be 50 degrees. Okay, and again, we'll just go ahead and do the last one as well. This one is also complementary. Again, we want to subtract it 90 and 55, which would be a 35 degree angle. Okay, and that's just, again, a real quick check for those. Okay, really quickly, just one other example. I wanted to show you one like this as well, just because of the wordage is slightly different. So the measure of angle A is 52 degrees. I want you to find the complement and supplement to the measure of, or to angle A. So the reason I throw that out there is, again, complement and supplement is just another way to say, again, complementary and supplementary. So complement would still be 90, supplement 180. So in other words, all this question is asking you to do is to find an angle that with angle A adds to 90 and with angle A adds to 180. So again, if we want to find the complement, we're just going to subtract 52 from 90. If we want to find the supplement, we subtract 52 from 180. So after we do that, again, the complement to this angle, the angle A here, is 38 degrees. The supplement is 128 degrees. Okay, and again, that's all that I was looking for. That's the complement and the supplement. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get into some word problems on the next slide, but again, just so you can be aware of that wordage there. So with this word problem now, again, we're told that angle C and angle D are complementary. We know the measures of C and angle D, and we want to find the measure of angle D in degrees. So again, complementary, we want to look at, being 90. So when we write this out, angle C plus angle D equals 90. Again, we know angle C is 3x plus 17. Angle D, 7x. It's an x here, so 7x plus 33. And then again, it's equal to 90. So at that point, we know all of our equation is set up. We want to look at our like terms. So 7x and 3x is 10x. Okay. We also want to combine other piece as well, 17, 33, positive 50. Okay, let's go ahead and solve now. So subtract 50 to both sides. 10x equals 40. So x will be equal to 4. Now again, we're told to find the measure of angle D. So angle D, again, originally was equal to 7x plus 33. So we'll go ahead and plug in what we know is for 4. We'll go ahead and multiply that out. So 28 plus 33. And angle D will have a value of 61 degrees. There's our final answer. Okay, so again, I know it's kind of a lot, but again, going back to the basics, make sure we understand that this is complementary, which equals 90. So let's try another example. Very similar. We will know that angle W and angle Z are supplementary, and again, so they're going to add to 180 degrees. The measure of Z is 5 times what the measure of angle W is. So find the measure of angle W. So again, let's just write out what this means. Angle W plus angle Z are supplementary. They have a sum of 180. We don't know what either one of these is, but we know that Z is 5 times the amount of what angle W is. And they're still going to add to 180. Again, they're showing they're supplementary. Now it's just combining. So 6x equals 180. Divide both sides by 6. And x has a value of 30. So I wanted to find out what angle W was. We said angle W is here. Notice I just represented it with x. So angle W has a measure of 30 degrees. If you wanted to check angle Z is 5 times that, so 5 times 30, which is 150. Again, 30 times 5 is 150. They both are supplementary, or they're supplementary. They add them together to equal 180. So it looks like we did our math right. Let's try one last problem. Again, going back to linear pair, very similar to the last example. Linear pair, again, are always supplementary. They also will always add 280 degrees. Just wanted to throw that in there. So again, angle W plus angle Z equals 180. All we're told to do on this one is just find the value of y. We won't even plug it back in. So angle W is 7y minus 20. We don't need the parentheses unless we're actually simplifying anything inside, so we'll just go ahead and take them off. Plus 9y subtract 88 is our value for Z. And just similar to the last couple, our problem is all set up. So we have a positive 7y, positive 9y. So again, we'll go ahead and combine these two, which is 16y. Combine our negative 20 negative 88, which is a negative 108. Add 108 to both sides. So 16y equals 288, and divide both sides by 16, and we're left with our value for y, which is just positive 18, and then that again would be it. Okay, that should do it for the examples. Again, tomorrow we will have a quiz, so make sure you're practicing today in class on worksheet 1.5 and 3.5. I want you to turn in what you finished today. Your homework tonight will be on Schoology just as it was last night, so please just make sure you're doing that. Again, you will be graded, so you'll get feedback on which ones you're doing correct and incorrect. Now, if you're really struggling for the quiz, again, that is tomorrow. It is an early release day. If you're really struggling, come in for tutoring or go to my YouTube channel, watch some of those videos, just kind of refresh yourself. It will be on vertical angles, linear pair, complementary, and supplementary. Thanks, and good luck on your assignment.